Attention. Attention. Initiating combat protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for an evening of combat. Competitors, ready yourselves. We are about to begin a tournament that will test your skill, your courage, and your might. There is no turning back. There is no escape. 4 warriors will step onto the mat, and only one will leave. A champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the championship rounds.
Got 30 seconds.
Now you face the Shredder. Ninja Vanish!
Man, I love being a turtle.
All right, so it looks like first up we have Reed and Ryan. Reed and Ryan are going up first. This is the 4-6 lightweight division. They're shaking, ready to go, and here we go. Looks like Ryan's going in fast. Reed's trying to keep him at bay. Ryan's got a high necktie going on right now. Maybe he's going to try to drag him to the ground. It looks like he's trying to step in with that right foot, and he manages to actually trip him and get him to the ground. Reed's bringing his knees, trying to get that guard back, and Ryan steps right to full mount. He's climbing up to high full mount. Reed has to be careful. Reed's turtling up. He has to try to slip out of that back. Oh, looks like Reed's locking up a single leg takedown. Ryan's got that pressure on him, though. He manages to put him on his back. He's trying to pass that guard again. Reed's shrimping as best he can. He does manage to get half guard. Looks like Ryan's trying to work his arm a little bit, maybe go for a key lock. Reed needs to use that guard to get back to full guard or try to sweep him from here. Looks like Reed's trying to turtle up. He's got to be careful not to give up back with hooks right here. Oh, here comes the pressure. Here comes the pressure. Reed's driving forward. He has an underhook. Ryan has to be careful. And Ryan manages to get back on top. He's on top. He's inside guard. It looks like a full guard this time. Let's see if Reed can get something going off from full guard. Scoot his hips out, playing a little open guard. Ryan manages to throw the legs to the side and pass to the right. But Reed's turtling up immediately. He's going to give up his back, though. Looks like Ryan's going to hunt for that choke. Reed's locking up a foot. He has to turn his body around before that choke starts to set in. He's sitting up. He manages to almost turn, but Ryan looks like he's ready to come up to full mount in that position. Ryan is really riding out that back. He does not want to let go of that back control. Reed looks like he has a foot, but he needs to turn and face him if he wants that to turn to half guard. Ryan's got that pressure, but he's losing those hooks. He needs to be careful so he doesn't fall off. Ryan's got the underhooks. And they square back off. Reed's ducking that head underneath. I don't know if he's trying to go for a takedown. Oh, he falls to the ground. He's trying to get that half guard. Ryan's on top. Ryan manages to step over to full mount again. Will he hold it long enough? Looks like he's setting up an arm bar. Reed locked up half guard. That might make the armbar harder to settle. Reed still has that half guard. He's losing the foot though. He loses that foot. Ryan's gonna pass straight to mount. Ryan's keeping that pressure on him. He is not letting off of him. Reed's doing a good job at locking up that leg, but he needs to turn towards him for it to turn into a half guard. Reed's turtling up. It looks like he's turtling up. He's going belly down. Pop out the back door. Oh, he managed to stand up for a second, but he could not get an attack off. And Ryan lands back on top. And that was the end of the round.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Ryan Guerra.
They shake, getting ready to go. And we're off. Ooh, Zachary shoots in fast for a double leg, single leg. It's got to land on top though. Milan looks like she's turning to her side. Maybe she's trying to sit up out of it. Zachary actually landed in a full mount. Let's see what Zachary can pull off from the full mount. Milan's trying to sit up. She's trying to sit up from that full mount position, but she needs to start shrimping unless Zachary doesn't base. She actually managed to sit up out of it, and she's coming up behind him. She's really riding that position off the back, but they square back off. Oh. Milan gets put in turtle position. Zachary immediately goes for backward hooks, but the hooks are a little bit loose. He might fall off. Milan's trying to turn and face. Milan's trying to turn and face him.
Pull your right arm back, Milan. Pull your right arm back.
Milan needs to get to her knees. She needs to get her knees and pull her right arm over the body so she can square up and start trying to pass the guard. As long as that arm is over the body, Zachary still has a way to take the back with hooks. Zachary needs to start climbing up higher to really secure that back with hooks, especially if he wants to work any chokes. And look, there he goes. He's trying to climb up for it, but he lost his hooks in the process and they square back up. Ooh, Zachary goes in for a trip, but Milan's base was strong. Milan manages to lock up the body and she's trying to drag him to the mat, but he's not giving it up. He has really good base. Milan has a little bit of an underhook, but I think Zachary does too. Ooh, almost flings him to the mat. Zachary going in. He really wants that trip. Again for the trip. He needs to be careful. If he does it too much, she might start timing it and sweep him back. Milan's getting in close. It looks like she's trying to go for the legs. She needs to close that distance first. Milan's trying to reach in on those legs. Here comes Zachary with that trip again. Every time he goes for that trip and fails, Milan almost gets to the back. And Milan actually manages to finish a takedown. Can she keep him on the ground? Can she keep the pressure on him? And she does. She manages to keep him on the ground. Zachary locks up a closed guard. Milan smashing that presser. The legs are open now. Let's see if Milan can actually pass the guard. Zachary locks it back up. Looks like Zachary's trying to sit up and maybe get her to sweep over. Look, he's coming up. Maybe he's trying to get back to his feet. It looks like he's trying to get back to his feet. Let's see if Milan can get another takedown. Zachary needs to be careful with that trip. He's starting to make himself a little bit predictable. She's starting to see it coming. Who's going to get that next takedown? There goes the trip again. Oh, not quite. Milan shoots again, and not quite. Nice.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Zachary Stevenson.
All right, so this is the final match for the 4-6 lightweight division. We have Ryan Guerra and Zachary Stevenson. Ryan Guerra is from Dragon King BJJ. Zachary Stevenson is from Gracie Baja Corpus Christi. Both of them had really good first matches and won by points. Let's see what can happen in this third and final match. Ooh, lots of action right away. Zachary is excited. Ryan's trying to rush him down. It looks like he's trying to get control of the head. Zachary's trying to keep his distance. And here comes that trip. Zachary's trying to step in for that trip, but he's got to be careful not to drop his head so much. If he gives control of his head to Ryan, that's exactly what Ryan's looking for. Ryan manages to push him back. He falls to his butt. Looks like he's going for back with hooks immediately. He can't quite get the hooks just yet, but he is going for a choke. I don't know if Zachary is currently, and there it is. There's a submission right there. Awesome, awesome job.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 4-6 lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ryan Guerra.
Patience is wearing thin. I'm vanishing into a time warp from which you will never return.
Ready? Go!
All right, we have Aiden and Anna up first. Aiden in the red gi, Anna in the black. And here we go. Looks like Anna's trying to shoot in early. She's a little slow on that shot, so Aiden managed to sprawl and get on top and land in side control. He's going for the key lock. He's going for the key lock. Oh, fast key lock.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Aiden De Luna.
All right, so next we have Raylena. Raylena in the pink and Aaron in the black. Raylena goes at him fast, super quick. Looks like she's trying to get control, get some good grips, maybe control the head. She's trying to snap him down a little bit, but Aaron's got some good base. He's not going to go down easy. She's reaching in for that trip. She's a little bit far away. She needs to be careful. He could pick up that single. He's pushing her away. He's keeping his feet as far as possible so he doesn't get caught off guard by that trip. Raylena's going to have to get a little bit closer. Ooh, and Aaron throws guard. Let's see what kind of guard work he's got going on here. Raylena's trying to pass, but she has one arm in, one arm out. Be careful with those triangles. But no, she's got good pressure. She's smashing. She does manage to get to half guard, but Aaron's good at recomposing. He brings it right back into close guard. Raylena's not relentless, though. She keeps trying to open up those legs and pass, stepping over. Aaron's got some tight grips. It looks like he's trying to climb up to the back. Raylena's locking up the head, dragging him back to the ground. Raylena does have an underhook, so she can probably stop him going to the back, and they square back off. Nice attempt by both of them. She's reaching for that trip. She really wants that trip, but Aaron, he's keeping her miles away. He does not want to get caught by that trip. She's shooting in. She needs to shoot in 100% if she's going to be able to take him down. He is too far away. He is staying as far as away so he does not get taken down by these singles and doubles and trips. Aaron he throws guard again. Throws the close guard. Looks like he's climbing up his legs a little bit, maybe for an arm bar. Raylena looks like she's got some really good pressure. She has to be careful with that single underpass. Manages to get almost to north-south, but Aaron is fast on the recompose. Playing a little open guard. She's smashing that foot down again. She's really good at controlling the legs and smashing, but she can't quite finish the pass. Aaron's hitting that arm drag. It looks like he's trying to go to the back. Locking up on an ankle, maybe trying to hit a push sweep right here. Not quite. Relena looks like she's got some good base. This is basically good pressure and base versus a very good guard. Ooh, Aaron has the underhook right here. If he comes up to his knees, he can go to the back, and there it is. He manages to come up for that sweep. Can he hold that side control? Looks like he's landing in side control as well. Relena does have a headlock going on. She might be able to throw him over, but Aaron's got some good base right here. He's basing out hard with his right hand. He is not going to let himself go over. But Relena, she still manages to pile drive her way back to her feet. He does have head control, though. Relena needs to get her head out unless she's going to shoot. Aaron's sprawling hard. Relena looks like she's falling to her back. Oh, she's going back to her knees. She used that to get in closer to the legs, but not quite. And that's the end of the round.
Congratulations to the winner, and moving on to the championship round, Aaron O'Dean.
All right, we got the final round here. We got Aiden DeLuna out of Strong Arm BJJ, and we have Aaron O'Dean out of Ohana Brooks. Both of these guys had really great matches. Aiden had a very fast match, but I don't think Aaron's going to give it up that easy, so let's see what happens. Aiden rushes him. He rushes him immediately. Aaron's keeping him at bay. He really likes keeping the person far away from him so he doesn't get caught with any sort of takedowns until he's ready to throw guard. That's what I saw in his first match. Scramble happens. Ooh, looks like Aaron ends up on back. Aiden's trying to smash and pass, but Aaron's got such a good guard, man. It's such a lanky guard. He does not let anybody get through. It looks like he's locking up a triangle almost. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit it on a kid that much bigger. Aiden's smashing, though. He's relentless. He's putting that pressure on him. He's really trying to step over. Ooh, Aaron almost swept him, but Aiden, he caught himself. They're both squaring back off on their feet. Aaron throws guard again, almost immediately sweeps him. But Aiden's got good base, good recovery time on Aiden's part. He's swinging him, he's trying to trip him. It looks like he's trying to get him off balance as he's throwing guard, maybe to help up a sweep, maybe to help one of his sweep setups. Aiden's doing good. He's got that left hand pushing down on the ankle. He's stepping over it. Oh, it looks like he's trying to step over to the right side, trying to pass. Man, Aaron is so fast with that guard recovery. He's actually locked up in a little bit of a triangle position, but Aiden's got those broad shoulders. I don't know if he's going to be able to actually finish a triangle on him. He might be better off trying to switch to an armbar when he gets those triangle positions. But Aiden is smashing through it, smashing with those pressure. He's trying to incorporate a little speed with those passes, but Aaron is fast. He's too fast. Oh, looks like we're getting a guard pass. Can he hold it, though? Can he hold it? Aaron doesn't let anybody hold side control on him. Aiden smashing through. He's trying to smash through. Oh, almost a sweep. Almost a sweep. Aiden's got to be careful. That arm's a little bit straight. Aaron looks like he's climbing up that left leg. Locking up a triangle again. But again, I don't think he's going to be able to lock a full-on triangle on this kid. Aiden's too strong, too powerful, too broad-shouldered. We're getting a little close to the corner. Almost sweeping him, almost sweeping him. Coming up, almost. Oh, man. Aaron has such an aggressive guard, and he's definitely trying his very best to sweep him. He's attacking and attacking, but Aiden's got some base, some really good base. They're squaring off again. Ooh, nice round. I think Aiden took that one. I think that was a takedown that he got earlier.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 4-6 heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Aiden De Luna.
Like hell, this is no time for a rope-a-dope. I'm a member of the Green Lantern Corps. We eat monsters like this for breakfast.
All right, here we go. We have Carlos and Adam fighting first. Carlos is in the white, Adam is in the black. Shake and go. Here we go. All right. Carlos is going in fast. He's got that underhook. He's going in for the trip. Adam gets taken down. He's on his side. Looks like Carlos is trying to pass. Adam does manage to get him in a half guard. Adam's trying to recompose as hard as he can. He's trying to get that full guard back, but Carlos is really prying those legs apart and trying to pass. But Adam is good at recomposing that half guard. He almost got past, though, for a hot second. Look, that foot is the last thing that needs to get past, but Adam does not let that foot go. He does not want to let that foot go at all, because then he knows it's going to give up that full mount position, because it looks like Carlos is hunting straight for full mount. Adam needs to work harder, though, to get a better guard. He's got to get himself to a better half guard, maybe with an underhook, or trying to get back to full guard. Locking onto that one foot's not going to be enough. Carlos is relentless, and he steps over to side control. Can he hold it, though? Can he hold it? Looks like Adam's turtling up. He's going to give up his back, though, in the process. He needs to avoid those hooks, and Carlos is hunting for it. He turns to the front, looking for the sprawl, and Adam drives for that double leg takedown, but immediately gets flipped over and flips himself back over. Adam's getting caught in a guillotine, though. He's getting caught in a guillotine, manages to get his head out, but Carlos turns it into a sweep and coming up to mount. Holding that mount position. And it looks like he got him. Looks like he got him. It was a little bit hard to see what he got him with from my view, but it looks like he caught him in some sort of choke. Nice job.
Congratulations to the winner. And moving on to the championship round, Carlos Guerra.
All right, so now we have Caden and Melanie. Melanie in the black, Caden in the white. And we're ready to go. Shake and go. Melanie runs in fast, but Caden ducks under for a fast double leg takedown. Melanie's locking up immediately. Looks like she's going for a box choke. Caden's actually in a little bit of trouble here. This box choke is looking actually kind of dangerous. Oh, but she lets it go. Caden's got some good pressure. Watch the base. Melanie's looking for that sweep. Almost swept him, but Caden puts her back down on the ground. Melanie's has an aggressive guard right here. She locks up those legs super fast, and she's attacking that neck quickly. You can see that right leg trying to climb up over the shoulder. Caden really has to be careful here. Melanie's not going to let him rest, not even for a moment. Looks like going for an armbar. Caden's arm is bent, so it's safe for now. But can he turn this into a pass? His hand is kind of caught in there. It's not really in danger, but it can stop him from passing. Melanie's not letting it go, and bam, she recomposes, and she comes back up. They square back off. Caden's going for that single leg. Melanie has to be careful. Standing up like this, she's giving up takedowns. Caden is aggressive off that. Oh, but Melanie actually reverses the position and ends up on top. Caden does have an underhook, though. Melanie has to be careful because right now she's leaning hard to her right. Here comes the roll. But she manages to catch herself. And now Melanie's on top inside Caden's closed guard. Very, very active match. A lot of hard work going into this match right now. Melanie's leaning forward heavy. Caden's climbing out, his hips out to the side, coming up for that armbar. Can Melanie get out? And she manages to get out. That was a close one. That was a very nice swivel armbar. And he gets that guard again. Melanie better be careful. He's probably going to hunt for it again. And he's going for the other arm, switches it up. Melanie manages to pin down that leg. If she can step over to half guard, that'll kill a lot of those armbar attacks. Oh. Caden managed to come up, reversing the position. Now Melanie's on bottom. She locks up her closed guard. That doesn't mean Caden is safe, though. Melanie has a very aggressive guard as well. And look, she immediately goes for the arm. The angle's a little funky, but she might be able to turn it, right into the triangle and then back to the arm bar. Caden's arm's still in there. He's got some pressure going on. He needs to take that arm out. He's got the arm out. Caden's going for the other arm now, immediately to the other arm. It's not super tight, but that doesn't mean Caden's off the hook. Can Caden keep this pass? He almost is passing. He's almost got side control. It looks like he actually managed to get points for that pass. Ooh, Melanie's got headlock. She's coming up to her knees. Managed to actually reverse the position, but lands inside Caden's guard. Caden has an underhook. She needs to be careful. She needs to be careful and not get her back taken right here. If Caden scoots his hips out to his left and comes up to his knees, he can take the back right here. Melanie's turning her hips a little bit too far. The more she turns her hips, the more she's going to get her back taken. And look, here he comes, climbing right up to it.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Caden Norman.
All right, it looks like we got this final match right here. We got Caden Norman and Carlos Guerra. Caden is a slightly shorter one. They're both wearing white gis. Carlos is sneaking in. Caden shoots hard for that single. He's got a really good single and double. He's super aggressive. Carlos does have a little bit of size on him, though, so like that shot, he has to be really good in order to finish that shot. Nice scramble. Caden. Did he manage to get that full mount? Carlos trying to get, no. Caden's sneaking those knees on the inside. He's not giving that full mount. But Carlos did get a takedown there. Caden has that half guard. He's trying to push down on the leg. He needs to push down on that leg and get a better guard, get to a better half guard, maybe with an underhook. Oh, be careful. Carlos got the underhook here. Here comes the one-on-one sweep, slicing that knee right through. He needs to keep those hips heavy, and look at that pressure. Head to the floor, hips heavy, smashing. He's immediately trying to go for that arm, maybe for a key lock, but Caden is keeping him busy. He's sneaking those knees on the inside. Look, he manages to get his guard as Carlos was trying to go to mount. So Caden has half guard again, but he needs to get back to that full guard. Carlos is really good at that one-on-one pass. He doesn't want there, and there he goes. He gets to that full guard. Nice. Now let's see if Caden can get something going off on his back. He's got really good grips right now. Carlos is trying to get some posture, but popping up on that triangle. But in doing so, he opened his legs up to a pass. Caden still got both legs, but the knees are popping through. Caden does have an underhook. Carlos needs to be careful. If he passes to the right side, Caden can come up to his knees and take his back or sweep him immediately. He's got that headlock. He is trying to lock up a key lock with his arm, with his legs. Look, and Caden, come on, Caden, you got to bump to your knees. Oh, Carlos manages to keep that side control. Nice, good hip pressure, and he got the underhook as well. Caden's aggressive, though. He's throwing those legs up around the head. He's trying to lock up the foot in half guard. He's definitely not just laying there. Here comes the key lock. Here comes the key lock. Can Caden defend this? He went for it once, almost got it. He's going for it again. It's getting a little bit deeper. Caden sees it, and he's defending well. But the more Carlos attacks, the more tired that arm is going to become. So Caden needs to get out of this position. Sliding that full mount, but Caden catches the other leg sneaky-like on the way over. Locking up above the knee. Come on, he's got to get back to that full guard. Look like a box choke is coming into play. Carlos is looking for a box choke, trying to get that form across the throat. Is he going to catch that? Is it deep? And he lets it go. Both of these kids are super active, but Carlos has the edge here. He has been attacking submissions more, while Caden has been one step behind trying to catch up, but he's doing very well keeping up with him and defending the submission attacks. Carlos is pushing that hand down, looking like maybe he wants to go for a Kimura, flipping it over into a key lock. And there it is.
Congratulations to the winner and our new 7 to 8 lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Carlos Guerra!
Well, he's pretty big.
So it looks like we have Arturo and Iker up first. Arturo in the blue, Iker in the white. Arturo does have the size advantage on him. Iker actually went up in weight. There were no open slots in the lightweight division, so he was like, you know what? I'm not scared. I'm going to do the heavyweight division. So here he is. Little grip fighting going on right here. Arturo's trying to shake him up, but he actually shoots him for a double and single. Turns him and actually manages to land in side control. Can he hold it? Iker does have his head locked up a little bit. He still hasn't quite let go of that head. It looks like he's trying to hit a guillotine out of it. It's not the greatest leverage, but as long as he has that neck, it does definitely get in the way, and he gets his head out. He's sliding that knee on the inside, trying to get his guard back. Arturo's really good at keeping his hips heavy and breaking his hips. Iker's bumping, moving. He's trying to get that guard back again, sliding that knee on the inside again. And Arturo drops his hips to the ground to block that shrimp. Referee's going to stop them real quick and move them. Even with the giant mat, they still manage to find the edge sometimes. Now, Arturo does have some really good pressure, but he does have to be careful with that headlock position that he has right there to not give up his back. See, Iker's bumping up, turning to his knees. If he can get all the way to his knees, he might be able to get all the way and take the back. But Arturo's got massive amounts of pressure right here. He is not letting it go. It is going to be a little bit tricky. The submissions he can hit right here, there's not that many submissions he can hit right here. He has to be careful not to hit a crank. He's not allowed to hit that crank. Iker's throwing those legs up. Keep your head down low, Arturo. Iker's going to wrap those legs around the head. That'll manage to get him an escape. Stepping over to full mount. He manages to get across. He's still holding on to that head pressure, though. Smashing, smashing. Not letting up any shoulder pressure whatsoever. Iker's bumping, he's bumping. He's trying to get him off, but it's hard to move him. Arturo is just rock solid. Looks like Iker's getting a little frustrated right here. He needs to be careful. Another bump and turn. He needs to try to bump to the left side. He's got that arm slightly trapped. He's going to have a better chance at bumping and turning to the left. Arturo has his head and his hand based on his right, on that side. And there he goes, bump to the left. He needs to pull that arm back. That arm is out there. He managed to get to his knees, but Arturo is halfway to his back, and he might be climbing up for an arm bar. Can he keep the position? And it looks like he's able to keep the position. Iker's on top. It's time for him to do some work. Arturo's popping up for a triangle, not quite. Iker needs to be careful, not pick him up and slam him too much. He can't get DQ'd for that. I think he's just getting a little frustrated, that's all. He's trying to choke him inside his guard. He's saying, forget the pass, let me just try to choke him in his guard. But that leaning forward got him caught in a helicopter sweep.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Arturo Garcia.
We have Charlie and Grayson. Grayson is in the black. Charlie is in the green. I've actually been able to watch Grayson compete before. She is tough. Very, very tough. Very fast. And here we go. Feeling each other out. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Faking a shot. Coming up for that underhook. Oh, can Charlie stop that turn? He's got to be careful. That's a very deep underhook right there. Grayson's going to try to turn. Oh, but she loses balance and ends up on bottom. Can she get to her knees, or can Charlie hold this position? Charlie manages to hold that side control. Grayson with a huge bridge actually manages to turn back into him and get on top. She's in close guard. She's got to be careful going a little bit too far. She doesn't want to get front rolled. But if she does go far enough, it can open up the guard. She's got to be careful with her base. And there comes the roll and right into mount. But she's not staying still. She's bumping and turning, bumping and turning. But is it enough? Can Charlie hold her? And looks like he can. He's got some good base. She's very aggressive with that bump and turn, though. She bridges hard, so Charlie needs to be careful. Any little mistake in his base, and he's going to go rolling over. She's not going to give him a whole lot of time. She's not going to give him a whole lot of time to work anything before she starts trying to bump and escape, so he needs to start working something soon. Unless he's looking to ride the position out. She does manage to lock up the foot. Grayson has a foot, but she let it go. And that is going to count as a remount. Looks like Charlie's pushing the head across. He's going for a head and arm choke, maybe? Grayson gets that elbow back to the floor. Head and arm choke again. Looks like he's going for the head and arm choke again. Stepping off to side control, he definitely is going for that head and arm choke. Those are tough chokes to get out of, but with her power and her bridging, she does have a good chance of getting out of it if she hurries up. She can't rest in it too long. That choke is going to make it hard to breathe. Turn, turn. Charlie's going hips heavy. He's walking out for it. He really wants that choke. Uh-oh. It looks like it's setting a little bit deeper. Her flattening her shoulders out like that. Was that a tap? I saw the hand move a little bit. Back into side control. A little bit of confusion on there whether or not it was a tap. But that happens sometimes. Charlie still has side control, but he needs to be careful because Grayson has an underhook. If she bumps and goes to her knees, there it goes. Bumps and turns to the knees, and now she can drive. She's locking up the body. Let's see if she can make a takedown happen from here. Charlie's driving in for that power double and single, and he's stepping right over to full mount. Grayson bumping and turning like crazy. She's very active. She doesn't stop, but Charlie is riding out these dominant positions. Looks like he's climbing up for an armbar, maybe. Nice job.
Congratulations to the winner, and moving on to the championship round, Charlie Sanchez.
Our final match is going to be against Arturo Garcia from Gracie Baja and Charlie Sanchez from the Holy Grail. Both of these kids brought massive amounts of pressure in their last matches, so I'm super excited to see how this one turns out. Arturo is in the blue, and Charlie is in the green. All right, Arturo's stepping in. Charlie's backing up a little bit, doing a little grip fighting. Looks like Charlie went over the head, tried to do a takedown, but he's got to be careful because that gives up the underhook along the way. But now here comes a massive sprawl by Charlie as Arturo is trying to reach in for those legs and lock up double or single. But Charlie's racing to the back. Oh, and a little fireman carry, dip over right there. But can Arturo hold it? Because Charlie is climbing up on top of him, almost back with hooks, but it looks like he's locking up like a triangle from the back. He needs to be careful with that triangle and the armbar from that position. Charlie's riding out that position. Oh, but Arturo is turning out of it. He needs to get that head out. If he can get that head out, there you go. Get that head out. Almost to the back, but Charlie used that headlock position that he had to flip him right back over. So Charlie is back on top. Looks like Charlie's holding that side control. He's got to be careful flipping like that. He gives up his back when he does that. Arturo's doing good at shrimping. He's bumping turn to his side. He's trying to bring that leg on the inside, and he manages to get a half guard back. But Charlie immediately is using his foot to pry that leg back out. Arturo better not let that leg go. If he lets that leg go, he's going to give up more points by allowing him to get back to full mount or side control. And he bumps and turns. Can he slip out the back door? He's shaking him off, but man, Charlie is sticking to him like glue. He is not letting him go. He is not giving up those points or position. But Arturo manages to shake him off a little bit. He needs to get that left arm back to the other side of the body or he can still get swept to his left. Looks like he almost got it all the way to the other side. There he goes, good. And now he's coming down with some forearm to the neck pressure. A little bit of forearm choke going on right here. That can tap some people out, but Charlie's very tough. I just don't see it happening with Charlie. Arturo might be better suited trying to posture, opening, and passing. Charlie's controlling the head. Arturo gets some posture. Now he's using his left hand to try to open up the guard. He's still trying to drive in a little bit. He needs to be careful with that. Maybe, Charlie could try to go for an armbar unless Arturo's trying to bait him with that armbar. That can be a way to get Charlie to open up the guard. Charlie's testing his base. And with Arturo leaning so far forward, he is in risk of getting swept over. He's got to be careful standing up too. Charlie can go and grab his ankles. But it looks like Charlie's just intent on locking up that guard and keeping it nice and tight. Maybe he's worried about getting his guard past. He does have some good grips though. Oh, he's pulling that arm across the belly. Let's see if he can turn it into an arm drag or maybe even an arm bar. Oh, look, halfway to the back. And he's almost there. Here comes the arena. Oh. Very close.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 7-8 heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Charlie Sanchez.
Your destiny lies with me, Obey me, or Shaitan's apprentice. Chicken Axe by Count Dooku.
All right, so first we have Colt and Arian. I've seen both of these kids compete before. Both of them are little beasts. If I had to think of one word to describe both these kids, it would be intensity. Looks like he shot it for a little bit of single there. Arian threw guard. I don't know if it'll count as a takedown, but Colt's got that pressure. Arian's got a little bit of a half guard going on right now. Got a little bit of knee on the inside. Colt is trying to slip through. Arian's bringing those legs up. A little bit of an upside down guard here. Can he recompose, or can Colt hold this north-south position? He's locking up the head. It's not going to be too much of a threat, but it could bother Colt if he lets it get to him. And Colt is staying calm, super calm. He's keeping that position, really thinking methodically, being very strategic right now. He doesn't want to give up anything. He wants to make sure he controls, because Arian can slip out at a moment's notice. With how much he's moving and squirming and bringing those legs up, the moment Colt gives him an inch, he's going to be able to escape. Uh-oh, here comes the Kimura. Oh, that was fast.
Congratulations to the winner, and moving on to the championship round, Colt Williams.
All right, so next up we have Adele and Jason, both wearing black. Oh, actually, I think Jason has some hair coloring going on too. He's going for that Hulk green. All right, here we go. Jason's stalking her, going in fast, reaching for those legs. He does have a height and size advantage, so she needs to be careful, and she is. She's very quick. She's got good base. She's trying to stay out of that range, but he's longer. He can just reach down and grab that leg. That's the advantage of being tall. But Adele manages to get back on top. Maybe Jason wants to fight off his back, and look, he's climbing up for an armbar. But he manages to turn it into a sweep, and now he's on top inside control. Let's see what Adele can do about escaping from here. She's bumping and rolling and actually manages to roll him over. That was super impressive. But Jason comes up fast. Adele's trying to race to the back, but she can't quite get it and ends up on her back again. She does have a knee on the inside, so there's a little bit of guard going on right here. Let's see if Jason can finish this pass or if Adele can turn it into a better guard. Uh-oh, careful. Adele's giving up her back a little bit, but she went with it and managed to come up on top. Jason swept her right back over. Came right up on top, landed in full mount. Looks like he's attacking for something halfway to the back maybe. She's got to be careful with that rear naked choke. Jason needs to get those hooks or else he's going to lose position. And she's chasing the back now. But he got control of her leg and stopped her. Ooh, she might have rolled her ankle a little bit there. And he's in high mount. Oh, here comes the armbar. There it is. Good.
Congratulations to the winner, and moving on to the championship round, Jason Longoria.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. We got Colt Williams and Jason Longoria. Both these kids are beasts. Jason had an awesome armbar in his match, and Colt had a very vicious Kimura in his. So I'm very excited to see this match. I think it's going to be the kid who makes the first mistake that's going to lose this one. Whoa! Oh! I forgot what that throw was called. I think it's Tomonagi, but I can't really remember. But that was an amazing throw. Crazy scramble going on right now. Colt lands on top inside control. They made me so excited I didn't really know what to say. Colt is aggressive in that side control. Is he hunting for an arm? I think he's hunting for an arm right now. It's hard for me to... And an arm bar comes down for the pull. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Jason's bumping. He's trying to turn that wrist. And there it is. There's the tap.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 9 to 10 lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Colt Williams.
So you nervous about the fight?
They're scared to death.
You don't look scared?
Well, you ain't supposed to.
Then you don't have to do it.
Yeah, well, I think I do. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you! You're better than that!
Doesn't matter if you're a loser, or a nerd, or a freak. All that matters is that you become badass.
All right, so first up, we're going to have Troy Hopkins, and Gabriel Martinez. Both of them wearing white gis. And here we go. All right, Troy's got some grips. He's keeping him at bay. Looks like Gabriel's trying to reach in and grab those legs. He needs to commit a little bit more unless he's just kind of testing him out. But if he really wants that leg, he needs to shoot in fast and hard. Fast and hard. Pick up that leg, drive him down. Troy locks up close guard, but Gabriel does get that takedown. Gabriel's getting that posture up, trying to open up those legs. Legs are open. Is Troy going to play open guard, or is he going to try to come up fast? And Troy locks him back up in close guard. Surprisingly, Gabriel settled back into it. Gabriel's pushing down on that foot, trying to step over the knee, trying to push that leg over, and here comes the pass. Is Troy going to let him hold it? Is Troy going to let him hold it? He's bumping and turning a little bit, but it looks like he's holding it, and straight to mount. Here comes the key locks. And as that arm gets reached over, he's got to be careful with arm bar as well. Nice bump and turn. Can he come up with it without giving up his back or an arm bar? And he does. He gets all the way on top. So now Gabriel, let's see what Gabriel can do off his back. Turning for a scissor sweep. Troy managed to shut it down. Troy spending his time, he's controlling the arms, but he really needs to start opening up those legs and start controlling the legs a lot better. He doesn't want to grip fight inside somebody's guard. And here comes the scissor sweep. Troy manages to land in his half guard on the way up, but Gabriel does get that sweep. Gabriel's got that size advantage, so this half guard, he can still put a lot of pressure down, and it manages to slice right through into a full mount. Troy looks like he's bumping like crazy, but Gabriel is not falling over. He is solid, rock solid. Troy might be better off trying to shrimp from this position. Another bump and turn. Looks like Troy's trying to trap an arm maybe, so he can try to bump and turn again. Looks like Gabriel's maybe trying to work a cross choke from here. Is that choke setting in? If his chest starts coming down, that means he's trying to set in that choke nice and deep. Troy could use this opportunity to bump and turn him over. At the very least, it would make him let go of the choke. And there it is.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Gabriel Martinez.
All right, so next up, we have Willa and Charlie. Willa's in the blue, Charlie's in the green. Now, Charlie was a beast in his last division. He actually went up in weight for this division because he wanted to fight some bigger kids. He's a beast. And I think he actually won that last division. But Willa does have the size advantage on him, so he has to be careful. She's controlling the head, trying to snap him down. She's got a deep underhook, and here comes the hip throw. Nice hip throw, straight to mount. Charlie needs to be careful with his arms. Willa's got a very strong mount right here, and because of her long arms, she's going to have good base. Oh, but she looked like she tried to lock up for the armbar and gave up her base along the way and got bumped and rolled. So let's see what Willa can do off her back. Charlie's on top. He needs to watch out. He needs to watch his base. She's longer. She's going to be able to bridge higher and harder. So he really has to focus on staying heavy and wide whenever he's on top. She manages to step over to half guard and to side control. Charlie's sneaking in that left arm for an underhook. He can use that to escape, but she goes to mount. That cancels that out. She's walking up high. She's walking up high. Charlie needs to protect himself, escape before this armbar happens. Here comes the armbar. Charlie managed to get to his knees, but Willa does have the arm still. He's still in danger. If he can get that arm out, he'll be on top. He manages to get the armbar. And he lands in side control. And he's going to full mount. Is Willa going to let him control this position? Is Willa going to keep this, let him stay in mount? She's bumping and turning. She needs to push down on that leg more. She's not pushing down, but she does manage to lack up half guard. Charlie needs to be careful. If he gets put back into closed guard, he might get swept from there. Willa has an underhook right now and a half guard, but can she use that to escape? Can she use that to escape? Charlie needs to keep that pressure down heavy. Her arms are so long, she can just push him away. Here comes the armbar from bottom, but would Willa use this to escape? And Willa actually manages to escape and lands inside closed guard. Willa's in close guard. Charlie's on bottom. Let's see if he can keep her here and start working some submissions off his back. Willa needs to start opening and passing. She's managed to push one leg down. And Charlie locks right back up. Charlie looks to have a very strong guard. Every time she opens it up, he locks right back up. He's trying to pop up for a triangle. He does have to be careful, though, because he's going for a cross choke in half guard. Is that going to be enough, though? It's not very strong in half guard, but you can tap people out with it. Willa steps right over to full mount. Right over to full mount. Now, Charlie's bucking like crazy. He's trying to get her off, but he needs to trap an arm and turn or use this to shrimp, which he does. He manages to get his guard back, half guard, then back to full guard. Willa needs to keep climbing up to high mount when she gets that mount, or else he's just going to... And there it is.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Willa Ballard.
All right, for this final match, we have Gabriel Martinez out of Gracie Humata and Willa Ballard out of Half Shell BJJ. Willa in the blue, Gabriel in the white. And here we go. Willa has the height advantage, but Gabriel has that weight advantage. Willa managed to stay on top. Gabriel's on his back. Let's see what he can do in his close guard. He's holding her in tight. She's got to create some space and posture so that she can try to open up this guard. Gabriel's got some very tight grips going on right now. Very tight collar grip. Strong guard. Willa has to be careful when she steps over like this. That right arm can get pulled across and she can give up her back. That right arm, she needs to be careful with that right arm. It's on the wrong side. And now she's good. She's turning her hips very far. She needs to be careful she doesn't get rolled over while she does this. Gabriel needs to be careful because she actually is getting past to half guard and she has an underhook. Gabriel needs to start creating space. That left forearm of his needs to push away. And here comes the bump and roll. Gabriel's on top. Can he pass this guard? Willa has half guard, but that knee is slipping out. Straight to mount, straight to mount. Willa bumps and turns. She's on her side, but she's not shrimping. She needs to push off that leg if she wants to escape. She's bumping again. Gabriel's staying heavy. He's staying composed. It looks like he's got some good base going. Here comes the key lock. He's bumped. Here comes the key lock, and it's set in. Is Willa going to be able to escape this key lock? She's turning to her side. That will relieve the pressure, but that doesn't mean that she's out of danger. It could still be torque in the shoulder right now. She also has to be careful with her right arm if he chooses to step over for an arm bar. And there's the tap.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 9 to 10 heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Gabriel Martinez.
All right, so we have Abigail up first with Luke. Luke in the orange belt, Abigail with the yellow. And we shake and go. Boom! Luke goes in for a power double immediately. Gets her to the mat, but Abigail locks up a pretty good closed guard. She's pulling on that arm. She's going 2-on-1 right now, trying to pull the arm across. So Luke really has to be careful with those arm drags and arm bars. Luke's working some good posture. He's making sure to not let his arms get dragged across, but she's not giving him any room to open. She's constantly pulling on the arms, and it's making it really hard for Luke to pull his arm back and open up the guard. This is going to be a very technical match. Luke manages to get the legs open because she pops up for a triangle. Can he stay out of closed guard? He's trying to jump over, lands in half guard. She's got a very fast guard. I'm assuming she's going to be able to get that guard back pretty quickly if Luke allows it. She's bumping, turning her side. Looks like she's pushing on the body. She's trying to pull that left leg out to get back to closed guard. Luke has massive amounts of pressure right now. Nobody has the underhook, though. Luke is using his left hand to try to push that knee down. At the same time, he's trying to keep his stealth heavy so that he doesn't get put back in closed guard. But she's trying hard. She's shrimping hard right now. Luke is popping up, trying to hit that one-on-one pass. She's turtling up, though, not allowing the pass to happen. She does have to be careful if she goes to her knees not to get her back taken. Oh, and a bump and roll, and Luke loses that top. But Luke comes right back up and keeps that top position. He almost had side control, but she did not allow him to keep it, but he raced back to north and south position. He's holding that north and south position. She's bumping like crazy. She's trying to escape. She's not making it easy. She's almost completely belly down. She might be able to come up to her knees and maybe hit a takedown. Luke is getting sucked back into the legs. Looks like he got put back in half guard. Abigail is extremely hard to hold down. Luke is using his left foot to pry down that leg so that he can start pulling his leg out for the one-on-one pass. Abigail does not have an easy guard to pass, though. She is not making it easy on him. She needs to get a better guard, though. She really needs to try to get back to open guard or closed guard. She could try to bump and roll him right now, but Luke has a very fast scramble, and he gets to his knees very quickly. Did he manage to pass? Did he manage to pass? Yep. Oh, no. Almost. Abigail does not let him hold anything for very long. And that match flew by.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Luke Herring.
Right, looks next we have Kevin Guerra and Braylon Rendon. Kevin is in the white, Braylon is in the gray. And we shake and go. Feeling each other out a little bit, Both of them gauging some distance, popping that hand out there. Now they're tied up. Oh. Braylon pulls in, shoots him for a double, but Kevin has a fast sprawl. He's circling to the back, but he was too high up. So Braylon ends up on top. Kevin falls off. Now he's in closed guard. Kevin has his closed guard. Let's see what Braylon can do from here, whether he can open and pass. Let's see if Kevin can sweep or submit or take the back from here. Looks like Braylon's putting some pressure down. Maybe he's worried about any submission or sweep attempts, but he's not really going to be able to open and pass with that kind of pressure. But he does make it really hard for Kevin to attack anything when he does lower his pressure down this much. A little bit of grip fighting going on right now. Braylon does have some good posture, but it doesn't seem he's trying to open up the guard just yet. Maybe he's waiting for Kevin to go for something. Maybe he's waiting for Kevin to open up his own legs. Kevin does look like he's trying to lock up a guillotine right here, but the angle just isn't very good. But that can turn into a sit-up sweep. If he can sit up and trap an arm, but look at Braylon sinking his hips and spreading his legs. That will make it difficult, but he has to be careful when he turns his hips. That can compromise his base. At this point, it's really up to Kevin to try to make something happen. Braylon's smashing him right now. You know, I mean, he's up 2 points. Oh, and he pops up for an armbar. The angle is not quite right, but he might be able to use it to sweep him. Can he finish this sweep? The angle's a little funky. The guard is upside down, but he can still hold that top position and get sweep points. But he loses it. Can he get him back off of him? This isn't a perfect mount either. Is Braylon going to land on top in side control or north-south? Kevin is bringing those legs on the inside. He's got a very active guard. He is not letting him settle in side control. And a very good recompose. That sweep was almost there. Hopefully he can make it happen again. We don't have that much time left. He could sit up go for a Kimura sweep right now.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Braylon Rendon.
All right, so in this championship round, we have Luke Herring from Half Show BJJ, and we have Braylon Rendon from Strong Arm BJJ. Braylon brought a lot of pressure and control in his last match. Luke brought a lot of speed and energy to his. So this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure. And here we go. And he powers in for a double. It was a good sprawl by Braylon, but Luke still has a little bit of something. And Braylon trades off with the takedown of his own. Luke has a good sprawl of his own. No hooks on that back take. Oh, he sunk in one hook. He's looking for the choke at the same time. And he comes up to mount. Braylon's got to be careful. Braylon went belly down, giving up his back. Braylon has to be careful. Luke is going to start attacking the neck from here. If Braylon can get those hooks off, he can turn himself around. He's really doing well at blocking those arms around his neck, protecting against that choke. But every time he tries to reach down for the feet, you know, Luke is on his neck. Braylon's trying to get that foot off. You could see his left hand trying to pull that leg off. But Luke is staying on him tight. He's going for the armbar. He's going for the armbar. Is it there, though? Is it there? It might be there. Can Braylon get out of this? He needs to hurry up. That arm is getting straight. The referee can stop it if it's too straight. He gives a thumbs up saying that he's not hurt. With these older, more technical kids, we try to give them the benefit of the doubt. There it is. Ah, dang. You know, that's just the way it is sometimes in these kids' matches. The leg, if the arm gets too straight, the referee has every right to stop the match, no matter how flexible a kid might be.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 11-12 lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Luke Herring.
Now, don't take this the wrong way, but you are a Terminator, right?
Yes. Cyberdyne Systems Model 101. I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Okay, so first we have Omar versus Anthony. We have Omar in the white and Anthony in the black. Shake and go. All right, Anthony chooses to lock up and throws guard immediately. Let's see what kind of guard he wants to play here. He's playing a little bit of De La Riva guard. He's got to be careful. Omar's got to watch that base of his. Omar looks like he's trying to push down on that foot, but Anthony is really getting deep on that De La Riva, and he loses it. Omar really needs to keep that pressure heavy. And a helicopter sweep attempt into an armbar, going for an armbar. Omar is spinning out of it. Anthony is chasing it as best he can. He's turning into a turtle. Can Omar use this chance to try to pass the guard? He really needs to try to get out of this open guard, this spider guard of Anthony's, because it's very dangerous. And he's popping up a triangle. Will he be able to hit this triangle, though, or is he going to switch to an omoplata or an armbar? Omar's got those broad shoulders, so it's harder to triangle. But looks like Anthony's very quick to switch to armbar. Omar has that right hand extended out. He really has to be careful having that arm so far out when Anthony is so armbar, hungry. Omar really needs to let go of that collar grip and start controlling the legs better. Anthony scooting his hips out. Looks like he's trying to climb up for another armbar. Omar standing up in that guard. He's trying to hit that one-on-one pass, but he doesn't have an underhook. Anthony has the underhook. If he does pass through, Anthony might be able to take his back or come up for a takedown or sweep. He really has to be careful with just that headlock. But massive amounts of pressure. He is making it work. He is not letting it go. It's going to be a little hard for him to transition to regular side control. As soon as he lets go, Anthony's going to explode and go to his knees. But to his credit, Omar is staying heavy. He is not letting him go. He's trying to hold him down. He does not. And here he comes. Explodes to his knees and immediately comes up on top. Now Anthony's chance to pass. Steps through immediately for one-on-one pass. Goes to side control, then goes straight to full mount. Omar's bumping and turning, but here comes the armbar. Ooh, Omar's arm is pretty straight, but the foot comes off the head, and there's the tap.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Anthony Avila.
All right, next we have McKenna and Trinity. McKenna is from Half Shell BJJ. Trinity is from Ohana Brooks Academy. We got McKenna in the yellow belt and Trinity in the gray-white. And here we go. McKenna immediately gets grips. Trinity throws guard and locks up a closed guard. Trinity's really trying to pull her down, suck her into her guard. McKenna looks like she's trying to work some posture.
Posture up, McKenna. Posture up. Now you can open and pass. Be in the middle. Be in the middle. Push down that
Both of them thinking about what they want to try to achieve here. Trinity's trying to sit up for that sit-up sweep and immediately comes up to full mount. McKenna needs to bump and turn. She needs to bump and turn and start pushing down on those legs if she wants to escape. Trinity's keeping her hips heavy, super heavy. Trinity staying calm and collected on top in full mount. McKenna's bumping and turning to her side. Careful, she's going to give up her back. And here comes the back with hooks. Trinity's hanging a little high up. I'm not sure if she's going for a choke here or if she's just controlling the position. She is sprawling her hips heavy, though. Trinity needs to start attacking that neck. The faster she can attack that neck, the more she can keep McKenna off guard. McKenna looks like she's got off on the back, but Trinity's going for a key lock right now. Trinity's back in that full mount position. McKenna really needs to start shrimping. She needs to bump, turn to her side, and start pushing down on those legs. Going to her knees is not going to be enough. Trinity takes the back way too fast. Both are kind of settling into place. McKenna needs to have a little bit more sense of urgency. She does bump and turn, but again, Trinity is going to take that back. That's not enough.
Free your legs, McKenna.
And she's working a choke right now. It looks like it might get kind of deep. And there's the tap.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Trinity Pena.
We have Anthony Avila out of Team Feredia BJJ, and we have Trinity Pena out of Ohana Academy. Trinity had massive amounts of pressure, but Anthony was very fast. They both had great first rounds, both finishing by submission. I'm excited for this match. And here we go. Anthony immediately throws guard. Trinity's stepping over, trying to get that half guard, but she doesn't have an underhook. She has to be careful passing like that without an underhook. Anthony has such a wiry guard. He's going to have a difficult guard to pass. It's going to take a lot of patience, a lot of strategy, a lot of good technique to pass his guard. Trinity trying to pin a leg down. She needs to get those feet off of her hips. Those feet are what keep the distance there. If she gets those feet off the hips, she can bring in the pressure. And here comes the sweep. But if Anthony doesn't come up with it, it's not going to be a sweep. Trinity comes right back up. Trinity needs to grab those ankles and smash them to the floor. Control those kneecaps and smash them. Anthony working those arm drag, getting her off balance and comes up for a nice sweep. Controlling both legs, trying to step around. Let's see if Trinity is able to keep her guard from getting past. Here comes the armbar. And there's the tap.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 11 to 12 heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Anthony Avila.
I am entropy. I am death. I am dark side.
There's only one way this ends, Cal. Either you die, or I do.
Why so serious?
All right, so first we have Trent and Brandon. Trent is in the black, Brandon is in the red. And here we go. They both rush each other very fast. Looks like Brandon's throwing guard, climbing those legs up, working a high spider guard, locks him up in closed guard. Trent's lifting him up. He's got to be careful not to drop him. Manages to open up the legs. Let's see if he can avoid that closed guard. He's trying to walk around, fakes one way, tries to go the other, stepping back through, stepping around. Brandon's doing a good job at keeping his guard, staying on his side, bringing his legs back on the inside. Very active guard passing. Brandon's got some tight grips right now, but so does Trent. He's trying to stand up. He's got to really grab those ankles and start pushing them to the ground. Not worrying so much about breaking, and they square back off, and he explodes into a double leg. Nice double leg takedown. Trent manages to get him down and land in side control, but Brandon is bridging like crazy, giving up mount in the process, though. Is Trent going to be able to hold this position? That's a strong bridge that Brandon has. He's given up his back along the way, but can he manage to end up on top position? His left arm is still on the wrong side and gets swept back because of it. And Trent lands in mount. He's basing out heavy, heavy, heavy. Brandon is trying to trap that arm and suck it in nice and tight. Trent's starting to work that neck a little bit. He's got to be careful. That's going to open up his base to his right side. And the bump into the right. He manages to stand up, but Brandon stays in turtle and he almost gets his back taken because of it. Brandon is almost in side control, but halfway to getting his back taken. Trent manages to get the back, but he's still missing one hook. Oh no, he has both hooks. And he uses it to come back up to mount. And here comes the arm bar. Brandon recognizes that, immediately pulls his arm out and manages to get on top position. Now he's inside Trent's guard. Trent actively attempts to sweep in and manages to come all the way up. Now he's inside Brandon's open guard. Both of these kids are so fast. Neither one can fully control the other person when they finally land something. But I think Trent is coming out a little bit better in some of these scrambling exchanges. Trent has good posture right now. Brandon has good grips, good close guard. Legs are opening up. Looks like Brandon's trying to put a foot on the hip for a hot moment. Trent's sliding that knee on the inside. Now Brandon's working that open guard. Trent's trying to slide his knee through. Then he drops down to pressure. Brandon has a very active guard, but he's not using his hands that much. He needs to be careful just using his legs. He can have a hard guard to pass, but you can't work a whole lot of submissions and sweeps if you're not using your arms. Trent trying to get past, but he's got that foot into his chest and armpit. It's really keeping Trent from putting that pressure down on top of him. He's on the backside of his leg. Is Brandon working an omoplata right now? Looks like he's working an omoplata, but Brandon does have his head stuck between the legs. He could still use this to sweep, and he does. He manages to come up for a nice omoplata sweep. Trying to avoid that close guard from Trent. Trent shrimping in, bringing that knee on the inside. Brandon trying to step around for that north-south. Oh, another rollover. Trent ending up on top. Brandon trying to throw those legs up. Looks like he's maybe trying to throw it for a triangle. Trent staying low and heavy, going for double unders. I think Trent's right arm is still inside the guard, though. Maybe not. Trent putting massive amounts of pressure. Is he getting caught in the triangle right now? I can't see it. Nice.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Trent Summerlin.
So next up, we have Anthony Avila and Joel Sanchez. Anthony in the black, Joel in the green. Anthony was in the lighter weight. He actually stepped up. He wanted to fight some heavy... No, he went up in age. Sorry, he went up in age bracket for this. He wanted to fight some older kids. All right, Anthony throws guard. Joel's on top. He's inside close guard. Let's see if Joel can open up, start working his pass. He really has to focus on controlling Anthony's leg. Anthony has a very, very active guard from bottom. Anthony's reaching over for the arm. It looks like he might be going for a Kimura. And then switching almost to a... Looks like he might be going for a triangle or an omoplata. Definitely climbing his legs up, making it more dangerous. Joel needs to get out of this guard as fast as possible. The longer he stays in that guard, the more time he spends in this dangerous zone. He's got a knee up on the inside. That's going to help keep him good. But Anthony uses to go to De La Riva guard. So Joel really needs to watch his base right now. He's managing to get his leg free, but he's still got a grip on his ankle. He can use this to also take the back as well, so he has to be careful. All right, squared back up. Joel needs to keep those legs open while he can, not go back into that closed guard. There he goes. Now he's grabbing a foot. He's got to get that foot off of him. Those feet are what keep that distance. It keeps the pressure off. So if he can get those feet off of him, that's good. Uh-oh. It's popping up for a triangle into an omoplata. He can use that omoplata to sweep, and Joel rips that arm right out. Almost a helicopter sweep. Joel's got good recovery. Another helicopter sweep, and he's using it to set up the triangle as Joel comes back in. He does have an arm on the inside, but he's switching to an armbar on the other arm. He's got to be careful. Joel needs to lock up nice and tight and watch his base because he's going to use that armbar to sweep him. Don't drop, don't drop, don't get DQ'd. There you go, there you go. Good. Joel has some really good defense, but he's allowing Anthony to attack over and over and over. He needs to start attacking a pass of his own. Throwing over that leg, going for a little bit of an arm bar, trying to get him off balance. He's got his foot hooked, trying to get him to sweep over. Coming up to the back, climbing up for the back. Beautiful, beautiful transitions. Joel not letting him get that second hook, but Anthony is going to get top position, and it looks like he's going to get side control. It's got that north and south. It's going to be hard for Joel to shrimp out of this position when he's holding that north and south. And if Anthony really wanted to, he could just hold this position if he really wanted to. I mean, it's up to Joel to get himself out of this bad position. He's trying to transition to mount. Joel just has to go crazy right now. He has to bump, go crazy, just do whatever he can to get out of this position. He does not want to just be held here. Here comes the Kimura. Anthony's locking up for the Kimura. Joel needs to lock up. He needs to front roll. If he gets that hand past his hip, the ref will stop it. That Kimura is still locked up in place. He's locking up a triangle position while he's hitting the Kimura. It's dangerous all around. Joel does have a grip on his belt right now, and it looks to be a very strong grip, but man, he's in danger. He's in a really dangerous spot. He's trying to back roll out of it. He's trying to do anything he can to squirm his way out of this bad position, and there it is. Nice job.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Anthony Avila.
All right, so for this final match, we have Trent Summerlin and Anthony Avila. Trent Summerlin is from Narvaez BJJ, Anthony Avila from Team Federia. We have Trent on the right in the yellow belt, Anthony on the left in the orange white belt. And here we go. Trent faking for some shots, being very active. Trying to fake for him. If he is going to try to take him down, he better do it quickly because Anthony is probably going to lock up and throw guard almost immediately. Yep, and there it is. Now Trent does manage to avoid like a spider guard or a closed guard. He's got a decent pressure on that top leg, so this is a good start for him to try to pass this guard for sure. But Anthony does have a knee shield here. He's on his side. Nobody quite has any underhook going on right now. So this is a very stalemating position, or at least it can be. Uh-oh, but now he's standing up, and that gives Anthony more room to work his spider guard. And as we've seen in his other matches, he's got a very, very technical open spider guard, especially when he starts working that De La Riva. Trent needs to get out of this position. He needs to get his foot free. He needs to turn back towards him, and he needs to start shutting his legs down, not even give him the opportunity to work another De La Riva guard. Trent really needs to focus on smashing and passing those legs as best as possible. Do not let him get into his game. Do not let Anthony work his game. And he's dropping down, grabbing the ankle, and here comes again, another De La Riva. Trent needs to get down to his knees. He needs to stop standing up and letting him get so far behind him. Now, to his credit, Trent is very good, very calm and patient and works his way out of these bad positions. But until he takes control, it's going to be hard for him to attack back. They're stuck in a little bit of a 50-50 guard going on right here, and he's going to use that to try to sweep him. But his leg is still locked up, so Trent could try to sweep him back. Now, basically, the position has been completely reversed. Now it's Trent working an open guard and trying to sweep him. Anthony on top, standing up, letting him work that open guard. Here comes Anthony with the pressure, but he's sunk right into a triangle. It's not completely tight, but I mean, it's getting very close. So now it's Anthony's pressure versus Trent's triangle. Anthony's pressure versus Trent's triangle. That's a deep triangle. Oh, the foot's actually a little bit more on the cap, but still, it's got to be choking a little bit. Anthony has to stay calm right here. This triangle is going to get tighter and tighter as time goes on, but Trent's legs might get more and more tired as time goes on. So it is possible for him to wait out this triangle choke, but the more Anthony fights, the harder it's going to be to breathe. He's definitely in a tough position. Trent needs to Trent just locked in a little bit tighter over his ankle. Anthony is smashing the best he can. He needs to be careful not to slam him. And there's the tap.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 13 to 14 lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Trent Summerlin.
Courage, honor, they are what make us. We are the warriors of Tsushima. We are samurai!
All right, so our first match, we're going to have Maximus versus Skylar. Maximus is in the blue gi, Skylar is in the green. And go. All right, Maximus ties up immediately, and he throws guard and tries to swing him right over. He almost manages to get it, but Skylar ends up back on top inside his close guard. Let's see what Maximus can do off his back. Skylar's on top. It looks like he's working some collar grips. I don't know if he's trying to choke him inside his guard. He needs to be careful with that. He needs to be careful with that because you can start setting up sweeps and arm bars if you have your hands too close together and too high up towards the face. Or maybe he's trying to bait him. Maximus has some tight grips of his own. Legs are popping up. He's opening those legs. He's trying to pop it up to a higher guard. Maybe he's trying to climb up, start hunting for a little bit of triangle attacks. And again, Skylar is content on control. Oh no, he's controlling the legs now. He's trying to control those legs, smash around. It looks like he's trying to go straight to mount. He needs to start going around those legs. You don't want to just go straight over some long legs like that. But he does manage to get over into half guard. Looks like he's pulling his leg out, trying to go straight to mount. Maximus has to be careful. If he pops that foot out, he is going to go straight to mount, and he gets it. Full mount position right here. Maximus needs to start bumping and turning, trying to get him off. Push down on the legs, try to shrimp. Skylar's isolating that arm. Watch your base. Skylar seems to have a pretty good base on top. Again, he's starting to push those arms down to the ground. It looks like he wants to go for a key lock, but you can't really have very good base while you're locking up a key lock, so he does get swept over. And now Maximus is on top. Let's see what kind of guard Skylar has. Maximus as well. He's grabbing the collars up there. He needs to be careful with his left hand because it is reaching over the neck. That could lead to arm drags, back takes, and arm bars. Maximus is pushing down on the wrists. Skylar is getting those collar grips. Maximus really needs to start trying to open this guard so he can advance to a better position. It is not going to be easy to tap somebody inside their own closed guard. It's not impossible, but it's definitely not an easy thing. It might not be worth trying. But Skyler needs to start working something off his back as well. Looks like he's going for a little bit of a loop choke right here. And then starting to pull for the arm. He will be limited on the amount of submissions that he can attack off his back if he doesn't take the chance and open up his legs. There we go. Good. Opening those legs up, climbing them up. Not a bad triangle attempt. Throws it over the shoulder again. Maximus has some broad shoulders, though. It's going to be hard to finish a triangle on him, so he might be better off using it to sweep him or go to omoplata or armbar. He couldn't get that triangle. Again, he's got some broad shoulders, so he's got to switch it up to a different submission or sweep when he locks up that triangle position. Maximus is trying to pass. He is stepping over 1 foot. Skyler's shrimping. He's getting that knee on the inside. Maximus jumps over to side control, but Skyler's quick to get that knee back on the inside. Can Maximus hold this side control? Ready.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Skyler Sanchez.
All right, so next up, we have Noah Selesky from Half Shell BJJ and Omar Ibarra from Anomaly Jiu-Jitsu. Omar actually went up an age bracket for this one. He wanted to fight some older kids. He wanted to test himself, so that's exactly what he's doing. Shake. And go. All right. Noah steps in fast. He's trying to get some grips. He does have an underhook, but Omar's spinning him. Oh, Omar looked like he threw guard. He did manage to get a half guard. He has to be careful, though, because Noah has some pressure right now. And he has underhooks. He's going to use this to try to pass. Omar needs to fight to get some space. He needs to create some space, get some of this pressure off of him, and start pushing down on those knees and try to get a full guard back or an underhook. Omar tried to bump and roll him. He has to be careful when he tries to bump and roll him when he opens up his legs doing so. He doesn't want to give up the pass, but he does manage to recompose and get full guard. Now Noah is on top inside his closed guard. Noah's using his elbows, trying to push the thighs down. Omar's got a pretty good closed guard going on right now. He's getting some high collar grips, trying to break down Noah's posture.
Bring your left arm back and start pushing down on that leg, Noah. That's fine. Use your elbow.
The legs are open. Noah needs to use this opportunity to start to pass.
Push that leg out of the way. Smash.
Can Noah get that guard back? Looks like Noah might get this pass, but Noah's stiff arming. He's bumping. He's bumping. He's trying to escape. And the ref is going to reposition them.
Hey, Noah. Noah, go north and south. Let him burn himself out, okay? Go north and south for a minute. Make sure you keep good base, okay? Go to north
And Omar's bumping. He's bumping. He's trying to escape this position. He doesn't want to stay. And he manages to get the underhook. Noah almost gives up his back. Omar manages to sit up. Noah steps over into half guard. Omar falls to his back when Noah comes down with the pressure. Omar needs to be careful. He needs to be careful because he's opening up his legs to bridge, which is giving up the passes, which is exactly what Noah just took. But can he hold side control? Because Omar is bumping like crazy. He's pushing off of him like crazy. He's trying to get him off, but he does get mounted. Can Noah hold this mount? Omar's got no quit in him. He's bumping and turning as hard as he can, trying to escape these bad positions. He needs to bump and turn, not let him scoot up to that high mount. He needs to bump and turn, start pushing down on the legs. Bumping straight up is not enough. He needs to bump and turn to his side to get him off base and push down on the legs. Here comes an armbar attack. Omar manages to get his arm out, and he actually lands on top. He lands on top, and now he's almost in side control, but Noah's turtling up. Can Omar take the back? Noah back rolls out of it. He's trying to get out of it, but Omar is attacking a choke at the same time. Can he finish this choke? And there it is. Nice.
Congratulations to the winner and moving on to the championship round, Omar Ibarra.
All right, guys, we are on to the final match, the championship round for this 13-14 heavyweight division. We have Skylar Sanchez in the green. We have Omar Ibarra in the white. Let's see who comes out on top. Shake it and go. Here we go. Omar gets a powerful stance right off the bat, goes in, gets collar grips. Skylar throws guard immediately. Locks up close guard. Omar has to be careful with that right arm. It's a little straight, unless he's baiting for those arm bars. Omar going 2-on-1. He has to be careful with going 2-on-1. You can give up your back like that. And also he has to be careful standing up inside close guard like that. That ankle sweep can be right there. Looks like Skylar is sort of hunting for that arm bar, but not quite ready to attack it. And he pops the legs up for a triangle position. He's probably going to be better off going for an armbar and omoplata. It might be harder to lock a triangle on him. He's got the broader shoulders. He's trying to cross his ankles and squeeze the thighs. That can create a choke sometimes, but nowhere near as strong as your traditional triangle. It's getting a little deeper. If he tightens it up as best he can, even if it's not all the way ankle behind the knee, he can create a good choke and a sweep out of it. Nice sweep. Right to full mount. A mounted triangle to be exact. Oh, but Omar comes right back up. But right back into the triangle position. He needs to be careful with that. Omar really needs to start opening up that guard. He doesn't want to give him any more opportunities to work those triangles. Now he's doing that Hoist Gracie pass, putting that arm through and kind of baiting the triangle to open up the guard. And he manages to step over to half guard, but does he have an underhook? No, he doesn't. He likes that headlock position. He likes that headlock, but he's got to be careful because if he cannot hold him down when he passes, he's going to get his back taken or he's going to give up a sweep. And he needs to be careful not to turn this into a crank because the crank isn't allowed. Skylar needs to go to his knees. He needs to go to his knees and finish this reversal. And he gets the submission. Powerful, powerful pressure.
Congratulations to the winner of the championship rounds and our new 13-14 heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Omar Ibarra! All right, guys, thank you so much for everyone for coming out tonight. We hope everybody enjoyed the show. We hope all the competitors had a great experience competing in the championship rounds. We will be hosting another championship rounds event in about 5 or 6 months where all the competitors crowned here tonight can come back and defend their titles. But before that, another Turtle Guard Tournaments event will be coming soon. It is scheduled for March 5th. Registration for that event will open up later this month. Until then, thank you everyone for supporting our events, and we will see you soon. Have a great night.